Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. I'm Gebo the Shaman, and today we'll be reading from a book called The Science of Light, an Introduction to Vedic Astrology, and we are on chapter 5. I think it's chapter 5, I'm not sure, but anyway, it's page 109 of the book, and it's under the names of the Rashis, so the names of the signs. So we'll be talking about the meaning of the signs in Vedic astrology, what they mean based on their names, because their names can give us an indication of what they mean. So, so let's jump right into it. So, this is a book called The Science of Light, an Introduction to Vedic Astrology by Tobias. And if you're interested in picking up the book, then you have, I put an Amazon link down below, so if you want it, go there and get it. When you do click on that link, it does help the channel. It doesn't cost you anything extra, it just helps the channel. And yeah, that's about all I have to say. So other than that, I am a Vedic astrologer. I do birth time readings, birth time rectifications, and Vedic astrology readings. So you can purchase a Vedic astrology reading at vincent.thunderwizard.com. The link is down below, or you can just click up here at linktree/Gebo the Shaman. You can click there, and it'll take you to, or you just type that into your browser, and it'll take you to my website where you can look at all my products, services, courses, everything that I have to offer. Alright, and birth time rectifications are definitely something that I do. They're a very complex science, so that's why I charge so much for them. And they take up a lot of my time, so yeah. Anyway, let's jump into Science of Light, an Introduction to Vedic Astrology. And so yeah, we'll get right into it. Let's see here. So the names of the Rashis, or the names of the signs. There are many names for each sign, which reveal the various meanings of the sign itself. A small introduction to these names will help shed light on the signs. By understanding these names along with the planetary ruler, guna, and tattva, and which planets are exalted and debilitated in the signs, can begin to get one can begin to get the deeper meanings behind each sign. Signs indicate places or situations. Signs indicate places or situations. Planets are the people, animals, or things in the sign. Jakata Parjas Parjata says, and you'll have to forgive me about the pronunciation of this stuff, because I do not I'm not familiar with Sanskrit, so, or like Hindi or anything like that. So he says that the signs inhabit the region appropriate to its symbol. For example, Aries is represented by a ram, and these animals live in hilly regions. So Aries correlates to hilly areas. So we'll go through each sign now. So Aries is known as Mesa, which translates to a ram, sheep, or anything woolen. The Latin word Aries also means ram. So the Latin words Aries also means ram, Aries relates to hilly areas and places where there is mining for minerals and gemstones. Aries is also called Aja, which means a he-goat. A he-goat, a male goat, or a ram, but also means an investigator, also means an instigator, or mover, and the leader of a flock. This leadership energy of Mesa, Aries, gives the sun its exaltation here. While its harshness puts too much burden on the working class, debilitating Saturn here. So now we'll talk about Taurus. So Taurus is the word for bull in Latin. In Sanskrit, Ursa means bull. The male of any animal or a strong and potent male. Taurus relates to farmland, pastures, forests, small villages, the moon ruling dairy products, plants and herbs. Is exalted in Vrishaba. So the moon ruling dairy products, plants, and herbs is exalted in Taurus, which represents the places these things come from. It also gives the moon a lusty graha, the vitality to express itself in this sign. So it helps the moon, because the moon is exalted here. It'll give it, the vitality, all that good stuff. So let's see here. So now we'll talk about Gemini. Gemini comes from the Latin Geminis, which means twin, and refers to Castor and Pollux in Greek mythology. In the Western tradition, they are seen as two twin males. In the Vedic tradition, Gemini is seen as a couple in loving embrace. Parashara describes Mithuna as a couple holding a mace and a lute. Mithuna literally means a couple, male or female, or copulation. It also refers to the other part of something, or the complement or companion of something. Gemini relates to places of pleasure like parks, entertainment places, and gambling areas. Places you go when you're first dating someone. Rahu, the planet of underhanded business, gets its Boga exaltation in Gemini for its links to gambling and prostitution. Alright, and then we'll go on to Cancer. I guess I need to silence my stuff here. Okay, we're good. Alright, so we'll talk about Cancer now. So Cancer means crab in Latin. In Sanskrit, Karka means a female crab. It relates to lakes, ponds, sandbanks, rivers, and other watery places. Cancer is related to showering, and Jupiter loves cleanliness. Cancer shows the clean and purifying aspect of the moon. And because of this, Jupiter is exalted here. Moon is also emotional, and Jupiter can give positive emotions. Mars is rough and dirty and too tamasic for Cancer, and is therefore debilitated there. Emotions are watery and soft. Jupiter brings contentment and fulfillment, while Mars will show trauma and violence. So now we'll go on to Leo. Leo means lion in Latin. Simha, which also means lion in Sanskrit, as well as a hero or eminent person. Sim relates to a deep mountain relates to deep mountain caves and forests. It is the Rashi significating jungles and wilderness. It is also the sign of authority, power, and control. It relates to the government. So now we'll do Virgo. I'm gonna grab a drink. Okay, so Virgo. Virgo means a virgin in Latin. Kanya means a girl, a virgin, or a daughter. It has the sense of being chaste and undefiled. Jataka Parajata describes the Rashi Kanya as a woman in a boat, holding grains and fire in her hands. Kanya represents cultivated land and gardens. Mercury is exalted in this cultivated, manicured type of environment, which constantly needs care and attention to stay beautiful. Mercury loves Kanya because it's organized. Venus is debilitated here because of the control and limitation the purity rules put upon the element of love. Venus here shows conditional love. Now Libra. Libra means a balance scale in Latin, and Tula means the same thing in Sanskrit. The word Tula represents weighing, comparing, finding an equal measure or equal quantity. It represents equality in general. Jataka Parajata says that Libra is symbolized by a person holding a balance scale. The scale represents both the marketplace and the place of business. In traditional markets, scales such as this are used to weigh produce and other goods for purchase. Libra also shows the delicately balanced weight needed on both sides of the scale to fulfill its job. Tula relates to the market, the marketplace, or bazaar of a city, with valuable items, entertainment, and social activities. The sun is debilitated here, as it likes to have power and control over all things. Saturn is exalted here, as it represents the common working person and believes that everyone should be equal. Libra represents the power of democracy. Okay, so now we'll go on to Scorpio. Scorpio means scorpion in Latin, and Ursika means the same thing in Sanskrit. It relates to deserts, places having holes, and is also associated with places of murky, stale, or dirty water. The poison of the scorpion shows the dangerous powers that Scorpio hides. It is ruled by both Mars and Ketu, and shows both the occult side of Mars and the inner quest of Ketu. Now, Sagittarius. Sagittarius means archer, as Sagitta is arrow in Latin. Danu means a bow in Sanskrit, which an archer would hold. Jataka describes Danu as a man armed with a bow and arrow, and the lower part of his body being that of a horse. Parashar says it is two-legged for the first 15 degrees and four-legged for the second 15 degrees, and holds a bow. Sagittarius is connected to places containing horses, chariots, elephants, and it is the upper class, the politicians, the warriors, etc., that would normally have stables for these animals, so it represents the upper class. Now, Capricorn. I'm gonna grab a drink real quick and we'll continue with Capricorn. Capricorn comes from the Latin capper, meaning goat, and corn meaning horn. Makara means a kind of sea monster in Sanskrit, which has the body of a crocodile and the head of a deer or goat. It is also called Nakra, which means crocodile, and is associated with the river regions and places of death and dying, such as battlefields, cemeteries, etc. In India, the dead are traditionally buried near a river, and remains are thrown in and eaten by Makara-type creatures. These burning ground, hold on. So, in India, the dead are traditionally burned near a river, and remains are thrown in and eaten by Makara-type creatures. These burning grounds are also associated with left-handed tantrics who reveal the darker side of Makara, performing the 5 M's. Mars is exalted here, and it has the ability to work with the occult power of Makara, while Jupiter, the priest, is debilitated here, as it needs to be pure, and to achieve success with the devas. So now Aquarius. Aquarius in Latin means water bearer. Aquarius is Latin for water bearer, as aqua means water. Parashara says that Kumbha is represented by a man holding a pot. Kumbha shows the water pot or storage, water pot, or holding storage or holding places of water. Dams and water containment places are connected to Aquarius. And then we'll talk about Pisces. So, let's see, grab another drink. Okay, Pisces is plural for the Latin word piscus, which means fish. Parashara says that that Mina is represented by two fish tied together with the heads and tails in reverse position. Mina relates to the ocean and large expanses of water. That expansiveness gives Mercury its debilitation by being unable to structure the vastness lost in words. Being unable to structure the vastness lost in words. When Mercury is debilitated, he gets worried and becomes either quiet or excessive with words. Venus reaches exaltation here as boundless, limitless, and unconditional love. The Vishnu avatar of Venus practiced deep meditation at the end of his incarnation. In Rishikesha, the city of Rishis, Pisces is the sign of the Rishis, where Venus attains its higher vision. So, yeah. So, that's a little bit about the signs, and, it's interesting to look into the names and what they mean. The study of this stuff can give us intuitions and help us kind of put things into perspective and kind of give us a little bit more, intuition about how these things work. So, anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Had to go back and grab water a bunch of times. That's just because my throat is messed up and dry and all that good stuff. So, but anyway, if you guys want a Vedic astrology reading from me, then you can go to vincent.thunderwizard.com. The link is also up here, linktree/Gebo the Shaman. And if you want birth time rectifications, you can go to linktree/Gebo the Shaman. And birth time rectifications are a long process where I put in hours and hours of work just because it's such a deep science, and I want to give you guys the best readings I can, or the best birth time rectification I can. So I do put in a lot of effort and a lot of work into that. So anyway, I also offer distance energy healing. So if you need physical healing, not only physical healing, but also spiritual healing, mental healing, emotional healing, psychological healing, that's also covered in the distance energy healing. The career and life coaching practices, the career and life coaching consultations are available. In that, we kind of work to, when you purchase a career consultation, I basically work to work with you, basically lead you on a guided meditation, and decide, we kind of ask you some questions to get you thinking about what you want to do for a career. And it doesn't have to be, I mean, look at what I do for a career. I do this stuff. So a career doesn't have to be anything like, you go to work and you work a 9 to 5. You can have your own business. You can do anything that you want to do. So I see a lot of people just floating around, just letting life pass them by, and they're just kind of waiting for something to happen, but nothing's going to happen unless you make it happen. So the career consultation is great for that, for getting direction in life, path, deciding upon a path, a purpose, and all that good stuff. And then the ongoing life coaching is basically to help you establish goals and set goals and things like that, and we'll work towards your goals. So, together. And it's great to have somebody in your corner cheering you on and stuff like that. So, as long as you do the work, I will cheer you on. You don't do the work, then there's not much to cheer on. So, anyway, guys, the Shamanic Ritual Magic courses are also available. There we have the Fehu Wealth Ritual. So we have the Wealth Ritual. And there we have basically, it goes into the unconscious mind, the 9 levels of your psyche, and it just destroys all your unconscious blocks, just rips them up. And then we have the Emotional Awareness course also. So yeah, guys, so that does it for me. I also have the Cosmic Qigong over here and the Self-Transformation Challenge right here. So, those are very powerful courses. If you are looking for daily spiritual practice, I'm telling you, there's nothing powerful, nothing more powerful than this stuff, especially the 90-day challenge. That's like a morning practice, a nighttime practice, and an afternoon practice. It's very powerful. Like basically the afternoon practice is like a guided meditation, so you don't really have to do much, just listen along. But it includes Kundalini Yoga, Qigong, and all kinds of stuff, so it's great stuff. Alrighty, guys, so go check out my links at linktree/Gebo the Shaman. The links are down below in the description as well, so you can check that out, and we will talk to you later. Alright, have a good day. Peace.